Cancers and those dealing with cancers, welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be your reading about love. Hmm. Surprise, surprise. No, just kidding. All right, let's go ahead and clear the energy. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breathe out. All right. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story. All right, I'm feeling, oh, there you are. I'm feeling called to do a past, present, and future when it comes to your love, just to kind of hone in on the energy, get you a general overview. Oh, interesting already. All right, third party energies. Hello. Okay, so some of you are dealing with more than one person. Some of you have more than one person on your mind, or somebody else is thinking, like you may have your eyes on just one person, but somebody has their eyes on you, and this is like major third party energies all around, okay? So, past, oh, present, and future. Oh, that's nice. All right. So when it comes to your past energies, I feel like some of you had to really take like the spiritual approach when it came to your romance, your love, self-love, all of that. It seems to me like you had this very clear idea on what you wanted and what you were willing to tolerate and not tolerate. But somebody here really kind of like took advantage of you, okay? They made you really confused. I'm getting the word confused in what you wanted. And so I see in the past there was a lot of moments where you really had to retract. You were willing to take yourself out of the equation to kind of do some level of soul searching, to kind of really quiet the noise around you so you can actually focus and really connect with your higher self, so to speak. I see that in your past energies, you had to do a lot of healing and purging because I'm getting like heavy depression energy is what I'm picking up. So there was a lot of sadness in your energy, is what I've been picking up on. Okay, for those of you who just joined in, welcome. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. You know, if I feel called to do like a little personal, you know, reading for you, at the end, make sure that you're subscribed, like the video, and make sure you kind of stay till the end, and I may choose to do a little bit of a personal if I'm called to it, okay? So, but you know what, like knowing me, I'm gonna pretty much answer all your questions during this portion of the reading. And so, but if you have like a very specific question in mind, just keep that in mind and then stick with me to the end, okay? All right, so I see here, yeah, there just in your past energies, I see that there was a lot of, you know, depression and sadness when it came to romance. There was more than one energy in the mix, and that's one of the reasons why it was so difficult for you to focus and concentrate on just one person. And that's another reason why I see here that it contributed towards the confusion because there was a lot of energies into the mix, and obviously I'm getting like two specific energy. One was more passive, you know, they're the type of people to attract, and then the second type of energy that I'm picking up that you may have been dealing with was more forceful. Okay, so they may have been very like on your butt about like wanting to hang out, was just all over your energy. And even though you may have very strong feelings for the more like the person that attracts your attention, because you were in such a low place, a very like depressive energy kind of energy, like you were willing to receive any kind of energy at the time. But in the, even if the other that aggressive person, even if they were trying to get all of your attention, you kind of retreated, you really held back. And not necessarily because like you didn't want to, but you couldn't, like because you were healing, you were purging, you were in this period where you really had to go within and didn't want to, you kind of was like in hermit mode. You didn't want to have to deal with anybody, and you kind of retracted and retreated in your shell. So I see here when it comes to your present energies, there is a lot of burdens because you feel like there was some sort of like missed opportunity, and you're very much in your head about everything that's been going on. There's a lot of like overthinking that I'm picking up, a lot of replaying things over and over again in your head to the point where it was driving you nuts. You felt like you were going crazy, because it was like the same type of memory, the same type of questions that were harboring in your mind over and over again. What does name a car for an edit mean? What does that mean? Anyways, all right. Okay. So some of you, when it comes to your present energies, there is, wow, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so some of you are really going to be, um, you are sick and tired of just being entrapped in your mind. So some of you guys are going to close that up. Some of you may be literally this message coming in towards you. This is the step. This is what activates you and triggers you and turns you into being a little bit more confident about where you are in life. I'm getting this very strong, like fiery type of. After all, you are a cardinal sign, so you're very good at just like you may perhaps in the past was kind of slow to act when it came to this love connection, but something gets triggered, and I feel like it may be this this reading is definitely helping and kind of helping you to see where you are in life and actually go ahead and help, and you're going to be given the opportunity to make this decision for yourself to just wrap up this cycle of being in your head. Okay, I see that you're going to really close that out, really close your negative thoughts and negative patterns in dealing with your situation. And I see here that there is this person. Earlier, I mentioned that you were dealing with two particular energies, and one was more of the type to like attract love. And so they when they realized that they were part of a third party situation, they left your energy because they don't deal with that. They don't like it. That's not their work. That's not what they're all about. And so you are motivated. Okay, there's some sort of like fire within you that has been sparked, has been activated, and it's igniting for you to kind of go after this person that you have left behind in a sense. Okay, this person that you no longer deal with, you're going to have an opportunity to rekindle what you guys, like this severing of ties, this silence between the two of you. You're going to try to rekindle it. I'm getting second chance energy here. Why? Because you love this person. Like, you have so much feelings for this person that that you're not really. I don't know what that, nor I don't know what that means. Name a car for an edit. I don't know. Okay. All right. So I see here. Okay, so what's your future energies? What's your future energies? Wow, this is some heavy energy. What's going on? No wonder. Oh, yikes. Yikes. So somebody's going to try to sabotage your growth. Okay, somebody here is going to try to sabotage your growth, and they're going to. I'm getting very like. I'm getting the Greek mythology of Ulysses, right? And in that journey, there was a lot of obstacles, and I'm getting specifically a siren. Okay, and the siren in that mythology, it's a creature of water, and they would like sing and do all of these things to kind of detract and confuse and be some sort of like a blockage for the people on their journey. And so I'm getting that somebody here, some like a fire sign. I'm getting strong fire energy. This is the initiator. You know how I said two energies before? So we have the one that attracts, and then there's the second one that is more of like they go for what they want, and they have a very short temper. Okay, they may be a fire sign. They don't have to be, but they may have strong fire influence in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. But I see here that this person is going to wreak havoc, is what I'm seeing here. They're going to try to sabotage, because you are trying to rekindle a love from the past that you have a very strong soul connection with. This is somebody that you get along well with, but this other person who is physically attracted to you, who has a very strong territorial kind of energy, this person is going to try and sabotage your growth, your happiness, and they're going to keep you weighed down, is what I'm seeing here. So one person is trying to motivate you, encourage you, and have you be more of a high vibration, where this other energy is all like based on ego and is trying to weigh you down and bring you in a low vibrational energy, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so, and I see that you're not going to, there's some sort of like passiveness about you. Like, well, I don't know why, but when it comes to this fire sign, you're just willing to do whatever they say. Like, it's like they put a spell on you. So some of you may be dealing with somebody who does spell work, okay? And that's very like dark energy, trying to manipulate and trying to do things that you don't want to do. What's the message for that? This, it's depleting you. So for those of you who feel like you guys are tired, not able to move on, not be able to be in your power, is because this person has some sort of hold on you, and they're using some sort of a manipulative tactic, making you feel like that you need them to survive, to find happiness. And so it's a codependent kind of energy, is what I'm picking up here, okay? Some of you may have been in a relationship with this person by label, Okay, by label, you may have been in a relationship with this person, but it's just like your heart belongs to someone else. Your heart belongs to somebody else. So let's go ahead and just dig a little deeper, okay? I feel like, so I'm getting two strong energies. So I'm going to tap into both of them, okay? Oh, okay. The third party energies. Third party, I'm getting third party, two particular energies. Okay. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Oh, see, like this person, this fire sign is trying to ruin your life. This is how you feel every time you're with them. As if like all is lost. Any progression that you have attained so far, every time this person comes into your life, tries to get your attention, I'm getting devil energy. It's devil say. I'm not gonna say all of those things. It's just negative energies. Those are all labels, but I'm getting negative energy every time there's some sort of progression. I feel like you're going down a spiral every time you deal with this strong fire energy, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, okay? Or somebody who holds this very territorial ego base. They're very vain, okay? I'm using all of these words to describe this person so that if you don't already know who it is, you should know. Because this person is coming in very strong within your energy. They're very manipulative. Definitely, I see that they have like done some sort of like spell work or some sort of manifestation that is not in your highest good, but is in their highest good. Okay, it's it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Let me clear the energy. This is cray cray. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is okay. For those of you who have, this is a collective reading for Cancer or those dealing with cancers. If you have any specific questions for your specific energy, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And if I feel called to it, I might answer your question at the end. That's what I told Samuel Quintana. So Shay, or if you want to stick around to the end and ask your question, if I feel called to it, I just may do it. So, but don't forget to like this video and subscribe. All right, and feel free to. Okay, if you guys really want to be considered for like a little personal question at the end, be sure to follow all my social medias and like this video and subscribe, okay? Thank you. Oh my gosh, third party. Can you say third party? All right, so this is going to be, I'm going to be tapping into three energies, okay? Because that's just three energies is what I'm picking up. The person, this is going to be you, okay? I mean, obviously we have third party and we have cross watchers. So the cross watchers can be either this or this side, right? But you will know which side you're on. But I'm setting in the intentions. This is the person that I'm reading for, the strong Cancerian energy. And this is going to be, it'll come up who they are, okay? So let's go ahead. Yikes. I mean, not yikes, but okay. So some of you are in a twin flame connection, dealing with a twin flame and a karmic. Okay, this the story checks out. Okay, so I see here. Okay, on this side, I'm getting this is more of the twin flame energy. You may be dealing with like a strong earth energy here. And then on this side, I feel like it's like more of the third party energy, okay? And this is going to be the person I'm reading for. But again, you will know which category you are because we have a lot of people watching. There's cross watchers, but this is so I'm going to tell you what I see here within the energy. So I see here that this person, like a strong earth energy coming through. This person is very, I'm getting the word strict, okay? This is I'm getting like mountain energy. This person is not wishy-washy at all. They know what they want. They have standards. But they're also generous and kind, and they are not going to move when it comes to how they feel or what their intentions are. This is a very clear, like, this is a straight shooter, okay? This person doesn't care for any third parties. This is the type of person that wants a monogamy, okay? They have high standards. They're very generous with those that they love and care about. And they're the type of person who's not going to be swayed by people who doesn't have good interests for them, who has bad energies. They're very good at reading other people. And this is the type of person that knows who they are and what they want, okay? And we have here in the middle, which is, the Cancerian energy is there. There's somebody here that they haven't spoken to in a long time, okay? They want to pick up the connection. They are like pining over this person, this like very soulful connection that they have been with. And they share something, very profound. This is almost like a life-changing connection, and it's somebody that they interacted with and they'll never forget. Even if it may have been a brief encounter, or it like they're not talking to one another at this time. It's one of those connections where it's just like has been imprinted in their mind about this person and this connection, and they haven't been talking to one another for a while. It's like the energies between them has been it's like almost like a god kind of pulled them apart, so that if you have been in a very low place in your life with depression and anxiety and all of that, the universe, God, really separated the two because they wanted to make sure that they kept this person in a high vibe, and that they weren't going to be brought down by your negativity or like low vibrational energy, due to the fact that you were going through a lot of trauma and struggles, insecurities, depression, etc. But the reason why this energy is still here is because they bring you motivation. Even through the thick and thin, all the traumas and all the burdens, every time you think about this energy, you're motivated, you are happy, and that's one of the reasons why you want to talk to them again. You want to be in their energy again. And I see here, the person, this person is more come and go. They come and go as they please. They're all about, let's start fresh. Let's so that's what me tapping into that energy. What that tells me is that has been a lot of endings with this person. It's like things end and it starts. Things end and it starts. It's like the light goes out, the light goes on, light goes on, light goes on. Like There is no, this person is very in and out, comes and goes as they please. They're nothing but burden, okay? It's just like, and they play on your insecurities and your trauma. And so they have created some sort of trauma bond between the two of you guys. Like, they understand that you have some sort of like mental blockages, mental challenges, and mental healing that you're going through. And so they're trying to paint you this picture, even though they come with nothing but burdens. They're trying to, it's fake promises, is what I'm seeing here. It's just like, oh, if you're with me, I can make you happy. When you're with me, you know, we have fun. But it's like, no, not really. Like, why is there so many endings and beginnings if there's nothing but fun? So I feel like here, stability, here, instability. And so I just feel like, yeah, this is karmic, this is twin flame, and you feel like you're being pulled from when it comes to these connections, because the karmics make it easy. They don't challenge you to become better because they want you to stay in low vibration, because they want you to be stuck with them. And the more the twin flame connection is, they're vibing high, and I see here in the past they reached out their hand to try to bring you back, to bring you up, to bring you in their high vibration, but then due to your, you know, mental entrapment and depression and all of that, you let go of their hand. And who was there to catch you? The karmic. They're like, welcome back. I'm getting very heaven and hell kind of energy, okay? So let's go ahead and just like, okay, hold on. Damn. Dang. Dang. Wow, I mean, it's so clear. So you have a very, when it comes to this side, if you actually do the work, you're going to naturally want to end, put an end to the cycle, okay? You're going to put an end to the cycle, right? And whereas in this connection, you there's fate, there's destiny. Like, this is the person that is going to not only make you happy, but challenge you to grow, to break out of this mental entrapment. And so, and then now all there is left is free will. Free will. Okay? So some of you are not, you feel like your hands are tied due to finances or this lack mentality. And also there may have been some sort of distance at this time, okay? And so that's one of the, but the advice coming through is you need to take action. You need to take action. It doesn't matter like where you are, like, yeah, action needs to be taken. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, if you're still here, go ahead and type something. If you're still here. I mean, if you're still here and wanting a little, okay. Hi. All right. 3080. Are you a subscribed viewer? Not yet. I am now, yeah, I know. I know. Okay, well, that's good. Well, since, do you have any questions? Make sure to like this video too. No, no. Okay, if you don't have a personal question, feel free to ask a general question for your collective, the collective, the other Cancerians. I don't have any questions. Just came across this, checking it out. Yeah, that's why I was like, if you don't have any personal questions, like I got that already. So if you haven't, if you want to ask something for the collective, anything on your mind. Yeah. I get that. I get that. Okay, so look, I'm gonna just do one final spinny. Okay, I have a feeling it's going to be very helpful. Okay. All right. What does my viewer have to know right now? Future. All right. So we'll tap into the future energies. If you are watching right now, know that it isn't a coincidence. So there may be some very insightful messages here for you. As a, let's just get to it. All right. Yeah. The energy is just like I'm getting very scared energy. I'm getting a very scared energy. Don't you know how you're in a safe space. You don't have to be scared, okay? Alright. Let's do one more. This is going to be like your advice. I'm gonna do. I usually wrap it up with an advice, so um, don't worry. You're gonna hear what you need to hear. Okay. All right. What's the future? Wow. Oh. Don't you just love it? I mean, your energy is coming in very strongly here, okay? The last row is going to be the advice. Overall energy. Ooh. Okay, so I see here in your future energies, you're gonna start rolling up your sleeve and getting to work. Okay, that's the message coming in strongly. I see here that there has been like a lot of like burdens, and I'm getting like an anchor, like this imagery of an anchor, which tells me that you have been dragging your feet when it comes to taking action. Okay, you have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens, a lot of like mental blockages. I'm getting just a lot of like hindrances. It hasn't really been easy for you. Things haven't just been working out left and right in your favor. And I see here one of the things that has been a major blockage is that you weren't able to take initiative. You weren't able to take action when it comes to actually letting go of these burdens. And so in your future, I see that you're going to be really like kind of going within and actually doing the work here. And spirit, the universe, God, you know, it's going to like come forward and help you. I see some of you may be like connecting with like animals or angels or something like that. Like you have like a spirit team here that is trying to get you out of this mud, is what I'm seeing here. you're going to be, there's a very strong connection, strong love connection that I'm seeing here. Okay, it's going to be very fulfilling. You're going to be very happy, emotionally fulfilling, loved. And so that's like super, it's great energy here. But you need to do the work. You can't, it's not going to just, you gotta put in the work. That's the main thing. And you, as mentioned earlier, you have like a spirit team here, you know, like that wants to help you, that wants to help you to move forward and get out of any stagnant energy. And so pray. I'm getting prayer. Okay, meditating, going within. All of that is going to help. Okay, what's the final advice for this? Okay. So the advice coming through is that there is some sort of like self-worth issue that you need to be working on. Okay, there is like, I see that you feel that people have you under a microscope. Okay, and there's a part of you that wants to please everybody. Like you want to, there's a lot of conflict is what I'm seeing here. Like it's just like you can't, but you can't please them all is what I'm getting. Okay, you want to pour in, you want to show up, but you want to do all of these things for all of these people, but it's just like you're just you know. And but the thing is, you're also very hard on yourself. I see that you feel like it's you versus the world, that you have the world on your shoulders, and that you have to fight the world. Like I'm getting like you think you need to fight the world in a sense, like it's you against the world is what I'm seeing here. And I see that some of you may have been indulgent. Okay, some of you may have some vices that is taking over your life. Okay, that could be in the form of alcohol, drugs, even sugar, or even intimacy as well, or just like self-pleasuring ways. There's some addictive energy that I'm picking up that needs to be let go, or there needs to be some sort of boundaries. And so it's an example that I'm getting is there is something that you've been indulging in that takes up a lot of time and energy, and it's like before you know it 6 hours goes by and you're like, WTF, what the hell just happened? Like you just lost 6 hours of your life because you were focusing on something else. And it's in some sort of addiction. Okay, this could even be, you know, just what did they say, doom scrolling. Like you're just scrolling, you're just like, I'm getting, you want to find yourself so much that you're willing to lose yourself in the chaos. That's like the message that I'm receiving right now. And so it's almost in a sense you're losing yourself because you have all of these distractions. And that's one of the reasons why I know I have 3080, the user 3080 mentioned that they felt chaotic. Well, I think that's exactly what's happening. You need to quiet, you need to let those go. You guys need to let the burdens go. Any addictive behaviors that is not healthy for you needs to be let go, because I see there's some sort of paranoia as well. I'm picking up on a paranoia energy. And it's rooted from fear and anxiety. And it's ultimately having to do with the fact that you feel like you're not enough or you're not doing enough. And obviously there is some truth to that because due to the addictive element of it's almost like a trauma bond. It's just like I'm getting like trauma bond energy where it feels like you're digging yourself in a bigger hole is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so the advice coming through is you need to know your worth. You need to know your worth, and this is going to take some repetition. Repetition is going to help. um, I see here some of you are going to need to lose it all so that you can build again. Okay, and what I mean by that is it's the example I'm getting here is like that Bridget Jones's Diary thing, that movie where the character, she felt like she was in the lowest point of her life and she just started like throwing out all of her, like she got to such a low point where she was indulging, she was drinking, smoking, like sugar, ice cream, like left and right, just getting it, like digging herself in a bigger hole because she was going through such heartache and pain, that she just wanted to drown herself in her vices. And then something in her just snapped, okay, where she realized that she was just going down the spiral, where and then like she realized her worth. She was just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And she just had this wake up call. And so, ideally, we don't want, the goal is not to get to that point. But if we're not learning the lessons, the universe is going to, not necessarily the universe alone, but it's just like, it's like a recipe for uh, if you're still doing all of those negative and unhealthy things, you're going to put yourself in a position. It's like a recipe for that. It's like there's a recipe for success and there's a recipe for the opposite of that, right? And so, if you continue to do what you're doing, then you're just going to spiral down, deeper and deeper. And so, how the universe steps in is to kind of, you're going to be at the lowest point in your life where you're just going to be forced into like there's going to be some sort of activation. You're going to be triggered and you're going to after you spiral down, you're going to have to build brick by brick your stability and your sanity in a sense. And so I feel like I need to relay some sort of tough love to you guys at this time, which is, if you've been looking for some sort of advice, some sort of insight as to what you should do next, you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a game plan, and you have to. I'm getting to words affirmation. So you need to write down or have readily available some like positive affirmations, positive quotes, positive saying. Um, I would say like all of my readings in some shape or form is supposed to help you to be able to be stronger on your own 2 feet, okay? Um, 3080 says, I'm not going to lie, I was a little skeptical coming in with an open mind, but everything you just said hits too close to home for me. I'm in therapy now to address a lot of these issues. Uh, Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for writing that. I'm glad that it's helping you. I'm glad that you're in therapy. That's good. That shows, that you're taking action, that you're doing something about it. And I know that this, spiritual, I consider this spiritual therapy, spiritual counseling in a sense, because I can actually tap into what you're feeling, what you're going through, and the energy surrounding you. So I might, uh, like, I can be relatable in that sense, because I know I can clearly see what's going through in your energy and at this time. And so, yeah, feel free to check out the rest of other readings that calls to you, because it's no coincidence, it's no accidents that you're in this room, in this reading here, hearing this message. And so, and for me, it's I the advice that's coming through that I relay is actionable steps, okay, that you can actually do for you. So as mentioned earlier, start off with the affirmations, that you can, if you need to write them, put them in a journal, feel free to do that. Or if you have like an album in your phone with all these, screenshots of quotes and stuff like that, or just cover your social media or wherever you spend a lot of time on, make sure that you're keeping yourself reminded that you are of worth, you are loved, you deserve love, and you deserve to be happy. Because I see here that I don't want to say passive energy, but it's been too long that you let other people dictate where you should be in life. Okay, I see here that some of you may have been bombarded with people who have been jealous, or who wants you to stay in this low vibration, and actually said terrible things like, like you're stupid, or like just terrible things that I'm picking up right now, where they really made you question, the type of person you are, your worth. And so no wonder. Like, and if you are surrounding yourself with that kind of energy, that's what you're going to know. That's the type of energy you're going to surround yourself with. So, the advice, the second advice is you're going to start having to let people who are in those low vibration, who doesn't want what's best for you, who only puts you down, doesn't lift you up. I mean, there's a difference. If they truly care and they're giving you constructive criticism, and like, they don't just end with "you suck, this is what you need to do." No, it's just like, they'll understand why you are in that position, and they're going to help. Even not everybody is going to be able to help you. Okay, they can't, because for one reason or another, they're not equipped to, or they're going through their own trouble. So they may not be in a position to even help you, but don't let that get in your way. So I'm trying to encourage you, have to be your own best friend right now. You need to be your own cheerleader, your own coach. Therapy and stuff like that, it helps. It helps, but I will say this, okay? And this may not, because I'm all about truth. Like, you guys have to know, therapy, counseling and all of that stuff, I think it's great, but like with any profession, not all of them are created equal, okay? I personally witnessed somebody who isn't, who's like, who shouldn't be counselors, in my opinion. I personally witnessed people who I felt like they shouldn't be a counselor, who is a counselor, okay? And so that's one of the reasons why you have to. I just feel like I really need to emphasize that not all therapists, not all counselors, not all psychiatrists, they're not all created equal, okay? So because at the end of the day, they're human and they may put their own 2 cents in it, and they may, like, it's, that's possible, okay? And so you gotta really be able to recognize who you vibe with, and who, like, do you feel good afterwards? Like, do you find progression and enlightenment, and do you see your life improving after you've spoken to them, or do they just create more confusion, or things are just not working out in your life? Like, you just have to differentiate, okay? You need to use your own better judgment. And so I don't necessarily think like therapy is the end all be all answer. I I personally feel it's spirituality, connecting yourself one on one, and I think therapy and all of that helps. It definitely helps to be more consistent. You're being accountable, and you're actually, they help you bring to light, bring out physically what needs to be taken care of. So I just want to leave that with saying, not all counselors, not all therapists are created equal, but they're trying to help, is what I'm seeing here. But anyways, so just to go back to the advice here, you need to cut out people who doesn't want your highest good, who doesn't really care about you. Um, And some of you, I see that you're with them. You have surrounded yourself with people due to familiarity, or due to the feeling that you have to be loyal to them. But it can be a trauma bond. It can be definitely be like some sort of trauma bond. Yeah, look at, you just gotta remember, it could be a trauma bond. It can be a codependency, and it could be a hindrance. It's like, I'm getting the example of a training wheel. Like, you may be learning, you're on a bicycle, but you feel like you need training wheels. Like, and somebody's like, I think it's time. Like, we can take those training wheels out. And you're like, no, I can't. Like, I can't. Like, I'm not gonna be able. You need to have faith that you're ready. And so sometimes it can be difficult to kind of like make the leap, make the jump, and actually do something about it. But I see that consistency is going to help. The fact that you want this, that you deserve this, is going to help. And actually taking action to doing it is going to help. And the final advice coming through, which I think is very important, is you're doing the best you can. Okay, some of you are very, very hard on yourself. If there's, a little hiccup, a little bad day, it's like it feels like you're starting from ground one again. And I feel like I need to tell you that there are going to be some days where it's going to be harder than others. And you just have to keep being your own cheerleader, and just know that it's not going to be like that every day. Just like how the moon has its phases, from new moon to, waxing, full moon, waning, like all of that. And it's like a cycle in a sense. And if you ever find yourself in a very like low place, you have to forgive yourself. You need to learn to forgive yourself. You need to know that you can make mistakes, and at the end of the day, like, just try to do the right thing. Okay, I'm not here to be like, oh, anybody can make mistake, and just people just make mistakes and they think, oh, okay, well, it's all forgiven. No, there is some level of accountability. And so it's okay. Like, it's practice makes perfect. Repetition, it will help you. But at the end of the day, you need to have self-love, and you shouldn't rely on just others to lift you. They're there to help, but at the end of the day, you need to do your own work. And so, but just the fact that if you're still here, still listening in, if you got to the end of this video, that shows me a lot. You know, that you should pat yourself on your back that you're here willing to hear this message and to improve yourself, because you realize that you don't want to be in this dark energy, low vibration, and in this like anxiety ridden energy. You're fed up, you're tired, and your higher self brought you here because exactly that, you're tired of it. And some of you feel like, what's the point? Okay, I'm getting what's the point? The point is, it's like if we were to compare our lives to like a video game, do you want to play this game of life in this like dark, you know, place where you're not having fun and you're just worried about what's coming at the end of the at the corner or something like that? Or do you want to live this life with fun and happiness and love and actually enjoying your life here? Because I think I strongly feel that one of the reasons why we're here is so that we can have heaven on earth, so to speak. If we can have heaven on earth, why wouldn't we? And so take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Okay, I see here somebody loves you, and some of you may think nobody loves me, like nobody cares about me. It's so sad to see that there's people out there that think like that. Okay, that's the mindset, that's the perspective that we're trying to get out of here. Okay, you are loved. I can clearly see it. Somebody here loves you very much, and they can see that you have the potential to really step into this power, into this self-love and self-worth kind of energy. But the actions needs to be taken from within, okay? And that's it. That's the end of it. That's the message that needed to come through, okay? I try to be consistent with my readings. If you feel like this was helpful, and if you need, this kind of counseling therapy, like spiritual therapy in a sense, like I'll be here. I also have TikTok. Feel free to check those readings out. There may be messages for you there if you're called to it. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, for hanging out. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, sending you so much love. All right. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.